Hi, this is Kim at Beyond Software. Today we're going to talk about mobile expense entry. Once you launch Beyond Mobile, the My Action screen will be displayed. From the menu, select My Pending Expenses. The way expenses work in Beyond Mobile are you collect all your expenses as you go, and then from those pending expenses, you will submit an expense report. So as you can see, we have a list of expenses already in here, and we have a couple different projects. So you can sort on date, category, project, cost. When we're collecting our expenses, we can add attachments, or if you're on a mobile device like a phone or a tablet, you can take a picture of your receipt as you go. And when you add those, you'll notice here you have an attachment paperclip icon. So let's take a look at this transaction here. We're going to select it and click Edit. Notice the book looking icon with the paperclip. This shows that there's an attachment. So if we click that, you'll see any attachments that are associated with a pending expense will be listed here. It's pretty simple. The description is whatever you would like it to be. The category is picked from a list of expense categories you have set up in your database. And then just the rest of the information, the quantity, the cost, and any notes that you choose to add to it. So now that I've gathered my expenses, now it's time to create an expense report. So what I would do, if I selected this master checkbox, it would select everything and I could submit one big expense report if I wanted to. In this example today, we're going to not do that. We're going to just select the first one. Once we select the checkbox, then the Submit Selected Expenses icon is enabled, and I can select that. And it'll just make sure that that's what I want to do, so I'll say OK. And then you'll see it'll have a date. It'll automatically default to today's date. The description, again, is a free form. Expense for this week. The submitted will be disabled and automatically set to submitted because you'll have to have someone approve it. If you don't, this user doesn't have approval rights. Then I'll have the reimbursement amount, so you can save that. And then you'll see that that item is gone from the list. Now if we select from the menu My Expense Reports, you'll notice here is my $75.50 that I just created. And if I want to click on that and see expenses, then I can see the detail again. So let's go back to My Pending Expenses. It's important to note that My Pending Expense transactions do not go into the Windows Client database. They're not expense reports until we submit them and create it like we just did a moment ago. Pending expenses is really great for somebody, especially traveling. Maybe they're traveling to different customers and they need to submit those expense reports by each customer, for example. This gives them the flexibility to do that, to collect all of their expenses together and then decide later how they want to submit that report. The expense report approval will be in a future release for the mobile app. Currently, the approval must be done in the Windows Client piece. This is the browser view of the expenses. I'm going to show you what it looks like on your phone. So there you can see a phone view. That's all there is to creating expenses in mobile app.